Muy buenos días, ya estamos aquí en la Miranda School TV. Mi nombre es James Reporter, y hoy es miércoles, día 17 de junio. ¡Ja! Ya estamos llegando a final de curso. Alguna sorpresa tenemos preparada para ti. De momento, te comentamos que el próximo jueves, día 18, a las 18 horas, tenemos un concierto de extraescolares. No te lo pierdas, será muy interesante. Pero vamos a empezar la mañana de hoy con un cuento de la mano de la profesora Conchi hablándonos sobre los cocodrilos. ¡Oh! A continuación será Bibi, la señorita Bibi de P5, quien nos va a explicar todo sobre la isla de Madagascar. Seguiremos con uno de mis momentos favoritos. Mindfulness, esta vez de la mano de Ana Carolina. Continuaremos con la profesora Marina Urell, quien nos va a explicar algo para recordar, un cuento para reflexionar. Seguiremos con Miss Liz, quien nos va a explicar cómo podemos dibujar a un león. ¡Ja! Seguro que siempre nos enseña cosas súper chulas y hoy no podía ser menos. Y por último, para darle ritmo a este miércoles, Mr. Ignasi. Cuando quieras, dentro vídeo.
Hola, hola. Hoy vamos a explicar el cuento del cocodrilo de Antonio Rubio y Óscar Villán de la editorial Calandraca. Verde, 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 el cocodrilo que muerde. Azul, 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 y se sube en un baúl. Amarillo, 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 y el baúl en un castillo. Negra, 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 y el castillo en una piedra. Morado, 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 y la piedra en un tejado. Naranja, 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 y el tejado en una granja. Rojo, 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 y la granja en un piojo. Y colorín colorado, aquí se acaba el cuento del cocodrilo verde.
Madagascar. Madagascar is the fourth largest island in the world. It is located off the east coast of Africa, in the Indian Ocean. The two official languages spoken in Madagascar are Malagasy and French. Madagascar is sometimes called the Great Red Island because of the deep red color of its topsoil. Antananarivo, also known as Tana, is the capital and largest city of Madagascar. It's a colorful city full of charm and incredible views. Madagascar has a diverse range of stunning landscapes, from the forest mountains of the north, the rainforests of the east coast, the savanna landscape of the center, the dry desert of the south, and the beautiful beaches of the west coast. Madagascar is home to some of the most diverse animals and plant life on the planet, and they cannot be found anywhere else in the world. The best known animal from Madagascar is Lima. The bizarre-looking baobab tree is the national tree of Madagascar. People sometimes call it the upside-down tree because its branches look like roots. Two of the reasons for Madagascar's wide variety of animals and plants are the island's varied climate and its landscapes. Although temperatures vary from one region to another, it's always quite warm on Madagascar. December is the hottest month of the year, while July is the coolest month. Madagascar is home to over 22 million people. The cool Malagasy, like the language, and most of them live in the countryside. They build houses out of mud, bamboo, or palm leaves supported by poles. The lamba cloth of Madagascar is the traditional garment worn by both men and women. A lamba often consists of two pieces of fabric, one piece wrapped around the waist or chest, the other goes around the shoulders or head. Music is a big part of life on the island. The Malagasy not only have their own type of music, but they also have their own unique instruments to play it. This includes the kabozi, which is an instrument that looks like a box-shaped guitar, and the valiha, which is a bamboo tube that has many attached strings. And it sounds like this. Hiragazi is a musical tradition in Madagascar. It's a day-long music and dance performance. The performers dress in bright costumes and sing and dance for large crowds. One of the most famous traditional products to buy in Madagascar is vanilla. Other popular products are coffee, cotton, and sugar canes, and precious gemstones like red rubies and blue sapphires. Rice is one of the most popular crops grown in the island. Rice fields are often found alongside houses like this one in Antananarivo. Fanorona is a famous and fun board game which was invented in Madagascar. Madagascar has been an inspiration for many movies and documentaries, as it is one of the most interesting places on Earth.
Hello everybody, so nice to see you again. So this is our last mindfulness class of the year, and I would just like you to make a little recap or a little review of what we learned this trimester. So we have learned to mindful breathe, and we're paying attention to our breath. We breathe very slowly, paying attention on how the air goes in and out. So remember, you can practice your mindful breathing anytime you want during this summer vacation. So you can practice mindful breathing before you go to sleep to fall asleep easier and better. You can practice mindful breathing when you're feeling angry and you're feeling like you want to yell to somebody or say something mean. You can stop, take 3 deep breaths and try to calm down. And you can practice mindful breathing anytime you feel a little sad or maybe overwhelmed. You always have your breath to help you calm down and center yourself. So that was one of the most important things we have learned about mindfulness. Also, remember, mindfulness is paying attention to what we are doing in the present moment. So every activity, we can do it mindful. So, for example, we practice mindful eating. So when you eat, instead of eating really, really fast, you can eat really slow and pay attention to the flavors of your food. So you can practice mindful eating anytime you want during your summer and any time of the day. You can practice mindful eating when you're having breakfast or a snack or your dinner. Just remember, mindful eating is paying attention to our food, and when we eat very slowly and we pay attention, we can enjoy our food better. Okay? So we have learned mindful breathing, we learned mindful eating. We also learned, you remember, with the bell? Yes, I know you like the bell. So what did we practice with the bell? We practice mindful listening. So we pay attention to the sound of the bell. So maybe you're wondering, well, I don't have a bell to practice it with in the summer. That's okay because you can practice mindful listening, paying attention to the sounds around you. So for example, if you try to close your eyes right now, let's close our eyes and take a deep breath. Very good. And maybe you can pay attention to the sounds that are around you. Maybe you can listen to cars or to birds or maybe people speaking or a TV. So you can always practice mindful listening anytime you want, paying attention to the sounds that are around you. And it only just takes a little minute. You can close your eyes, or if you don't feel like closing your eyes, you can just stay still and just pay attention to the sounds. So maybe if you go to a park or to nature this vacation, you can just stay still for a little bit and listen. Maybe if you can hear birds or the wind in the trees. There's beautiful sounds around us, but because we are going super fast all the time, we don't pay attention to the sounds. So mindful listening is paying attention to the sounds around us. And when we pay attention to the sounds, that helps us connect with the present moment. Okay, so we have mindful breathing, mindful eating, mindful listening. Okay, very nice. Another thing we learned during this trimester in La Miranda School TV, we learned that all emotions are okay. All the emotions are okay. So it's okay to feel sad, it's okay to feel angry, it's okay to feel a little bored, it's super okay to feel happy, okay? So all the range of emotions are okay. It's very important that we communicate to the people around us our emotions and how we are feeling so they know what's happening to us. So you can tell people if you're feeling really angry and you don't feel like you want to speak, you say, hey, I'm a little angry or I'm very angry. I'm gonna go to a quiet place, take deep breath, and then we can talk, okay? Or you can just go so we don't hurt somebody. This is very, very important you remember. It's okay to be angry. What it's not okay is to hurt somebody else with our words or with our body. So we don't want to hit anybody or we don't want to make a fight. It's okay to be angry. What it's not okay is to hurt another person. So for that, we pay attention on how we are feeling, and when you feel like you're about to explode, it's better that you take a minute, go to a quiet place, breathe a little bit, and when you feel better, you can go and talk to that person without yelling to them or without saying or doing something that then you will regret. Okay? So, mindful breathing, mindful eating, mindful listening, and emotions. We learn all the emotions are okay. Paying attention when we are angry, breathing to calm down. Very good. We also learned mindful movement, and that is paying attention to how our body moves. And we did the exercise with the hands. Let's try that again. Just remember a little bit. So rub your hands really, really, really fast. And this is mindful movement. We're paying attention to our hands and how our hands feel, okay? Now, stop and pay attention on the feeling of your hands. Do they feel cold, warm? Yes. Okay. Very nice. So that is mindful movement. mindful movement is paying attention to our body and paying attention on how our body moves and how our body feels. Okay? We also learned about being okay with ourselves, the self-positive talk. Talk to ourselves positively, say good things about ourselves, and trying to be our best friends, okay? So that is super important. It's important you talk to yourselves nicely, to say nice things to ourselves. Remember that class when we did like the song and that said, I am important, I am intelligent, I can change the world? So it's very important we believe in ourselves, and that's super important. And I want you to remember during this summer, believe in yourselves. Believe that you are important, that you are intelligent, that you can do great things. And that is a super, super important thing to have in our minds. Talk to ourselves nicely. So if you make a mistake, it's okay to make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Kids and adults, we all make mistakes. And it's okay. It's okay to make mistakes. So if you make a mistake, don't say mean things to yourself like, no, I am not good enough, I can't do this. No, just maybe you can try and say, well, it's okay, I made a mistake, everybody makes mistakes. Let me see how I can do better and how I can do something to make me feel better and make my best effort to do this again, okay? So we have learned a lot of things. I am super happy to be able to teach you about this powerful tool and life tool called mindfulness. You can practice mindfulness anytime you want, paying attention to the things you're doing, paying attention to how you are feeling, okay? And trying to be present in the here and the now. So thank you so much for watching all the mindfulness class videos, and I am super happy to see you next year and continue to learn about this great tool called mindfulness. Okay? So have a great summer, have a lot of fun, enjoy your summer, and I hope you have a really, really good vacation. I hope to see you next year, and I'll see you soon. Bye!
Imagínese usted un pueblo muy pequeño, donde hay una señora que tiene 2 hijos, uno de 17 y una hija de 14. Está sirviéndoles el desayuno y tiene una expresión de preocupación en el rostro. Los hijos le preguntan, «Mamá, ¿qué te pasa?» Y ella les responde, «Ay, pues no sé, pero he amanecido con el presentimiento de que algo muy grave va a pasar en este pueblo». Los hijos le miran, pero no le hacen mucho caso. El mayor se va a jugar al billar. Y en el momento en que va a tirar una carambola sencillísima, otro jugador le dice, «Oye, te apuesto un peso a que no la haces». Todos se ríen. Él se ríe. Tira la carambola y... ¡falla! Paga su peso, desconcertado. Y todos le preguntan, ¿qué pasó? Si era una carambola sencilla. Él contesta, «Es cierto, pero me ha quedado la preocupación de una cosa que me dijo mi madre esta mañana sobre que algo grave va a suceder en este pueblo». Todos se ríen de él. Y el que ha ganado su peso regresa a su casa, donde está su madre. Feliz con su dinero, comenta, «Mamá, le gané este peso a Damaso de la forma más sencilla, porque es un tonto». La madre le pregunta, «Ah, ¿y por qué es un tonto?». Pues porque no pudo hacer hoy una carambola sencillísima porque estaba preocupada por una idea extraña que ha tenido su madre esta mañana. Mira, dice que algo muy grave va a suceder en este pueblo, imagínate. Y su madre le dice: no te burles de los presentimientos de los mayores, porque a veces pasan. Después de esta conversación, la madre va a la carnicería y le dice al carnicero: deme 1 kilo de carne. Pero en el momento en que el señor la está cortando, rectifica: no, mejor córtenme 2 kilos, porque andan diciendo que algo grave va a pasar y es mejor estar preparada. El carnicero despacha su carne y cuando llega otra clienta a comprar, le dice: señora, mejor llévese 2 kilos, porque hasta aquí llega gente diciendo que algo muy grave va a pasar y se están preparando y comprando muchas cosas. Entonces la señora responde: uy, pues yo tengo varios hijos, mejor deme 4 kilos. Y se lleva los 4 kilos. Y para no hacer largo el cuento, diré que el carnicero en media hora agota la carne, mata otra vaca, vende toda la carne y se va esparciendo el rumor por el pueblo. Llega el momento en que todo el mundo está esperando que pase algo. Se paralizan las actividades y de pronto, a las 2 de la tarde, alguien dice: ¿se han dado cuenta del calor que está haciendo? Un vecino contesta: pero hombre, si en este pueblo siempre ha hecho calor. Tanto calor que es pueblo donde los músicos tenían instrumentos remendados con brea y tocaban siempre a la sombra, porque si tocaban al sol se les caían a pedazos. Pero otro dice: sin embargo, a esta hora del día nunca ha hecho tanto calor. Pero si a las 2 de la tarde es cuando hace más calor, contesta otro. Sí, pero no tanto calor como ahora, replica. Al pueblo desierto, a la plaza desierta, baja de pronto un pajarito y se corre la voz: ¡hay un pajarito en la plaza! Y viene todo el mundo, espantado, a ver al pajarito. Pero señores, siempre ha habido pajaritos que bajan. Sí, pero nunca a esta hora. Llega un momento de tal tensión para los habitantes del pueblo que todos están desesperados por irse, pero ninguno tiene el valor de hacerlo. Pues yo sí, grita uno, yo me voy. Agarra sus muebles, agarra a sus hijos, sus animales, los mete en una carreta y atraviesa la calle central donde todo el pueblo lo ve, hasta que todos dicen: si este se atreve, pues nosotros también nos vamos. Y empiezan a desmantelar literalmente todo el pueblo. Se llevan las cosas, los animales, todo. Y uno de los últimos que abandona el pueblo dice: que no venga la desgracia a caer sobre lo que queda de nuestra casa. Y entonces la incendia. Y otros incendian también sus casas. Huyen todos en un tremendo y verdadero pánico, como en un éxodo de guerra. Y en medio de ellos va la señora que tuvo el presagio y le dice a su hijo que está a su lado: ¿viste, mi hijo, que algo muy grave iba a suceder en este pueblo? Y hasta aquí esta historia de Gabriel García Márquez, que espero que os haya gustado tanto como a mí. Personalmente, lo que más me atrae de esta historia son 2 ideas que me hacen reflexionar muchísimo. La primera de ellas es la capacidad de contagio que tienen nuestras palabras y nuestras emociones. Como habéis visto, todo el cuento se inicia con el comentario de una madre a sus hijos. Esta mujer cree que alguna cosa mala va a pasar en el pueblo. Y esta idea se transmite personaje a personaje hasta llegar a un final trágico en que la gente huye del pueblo en mitad del pánico y las casas se queman y el lugar se queda desierto. Normalmente no nos pasan cosas tan graves, pero ¿qué pasa cuando un día por la mañana nos levantamos algo de mal humor y con una sensación bastante negativa de lo que nos espera ese día? Es muy probable que paguemos esa negatividad con las personas que tenemos alrededor, con una mala mirada, un mal gesto, una mala palabra. De alguna manera estamos transmitiendo esa negatividad personal a todo nuestro entorno. ¿Significa eso que no tenemos que compartir emociones que no sean tan agradables, que solo podemos compartir la alegría? Por supuesto que no. Podemos compartir con las personas que tenemos en nuestro entorno nuestras tristezas, nuestras preocupaciones, los miedos, pero lo que es muy importante es ser consciente de cómo lo estoy transmitiendo y de qué estoy transmitiendo. Lo que es fundamental es no transmitir negatividad para yo sentirme algo más aliviado y que los demás se sientan bien. La segunda idea sobre la que me gustaría reflexionar es un concepto que estuvo estudiando el sociólogo Robert King Merton. Se trata de la profecía autocumplida. Pero, ¿qué es esto de la profecía autocumplida? Es una idea muy sencilla. Se trata de algunas creencias que tenemos y que no nos molestamos en saber si son ciertas o no, en saber si responden a una realidad objetiva. Simplemente las damos por hecho. Por ejemplo, pongámonos que tengo un examen de matemáticas la semana que viene y que yo ya empiezo a pensar hoy que ese examen es posible que lo suspenda. De hecho, lo voy a suspender. Cuando llega el día del examen, yo ya me he hecho esa profecía que he dado por hecho. No me he puesto a valorar si estudiando iba a conseguirlo, si resolviendo mis dudas iba a ser más sencillo, simplemente he dado por hecho que voy a suspender. Cuando el profesor me entrega el examen, no me molesto en empezar a leer, sino que mi cabeza empieza a dar vueltas y empiezo a pensar, ¿y si suspendo este examen? ¿Qué va a decir mi familia? Van a decir que no he estudiado seguro y el profesor dirá que no muestro ningún tipo de interés. Y tendré que ir a recuperación. ¿Y si encima soy la única persona que suspende el examen de la clase? Mientras yo tengo todos estos pensamientos que se van conformando en esa profecía autocumplida, yo no me estoy dedicando en resolver realmente el examen. De manera que al cabo de una semana, cuando me dan la nota, suspendo. Yo digo, ¿ves? Tenía razón que iba a suspender, ya lo sabía. Nos gusta tener razón y por tanto lo que decía Merton era que aunque esa creencia que tenemos no sea real, las consecuencias que se derivan de ella sí son reales. Por eso es muy importante que nos enfoquemos a descubrir si aquello que creemos responde a la realidad o es simplemente una idea que no nos está favoreciendo.
It's time to get arty. This week we're drawing a lion. For this activity you'll need some paper, a pencil, some colours or some paint. Before we start, let's take a look at a real lion to see what it looks like. Let's start by drawing a perfect circle right in the middle of our paper. This is going to be our lion's head. Right in the middle of our lion's head, we're going to draw a heart shape for our lion's nose. Our lion is happy, so we're going to draw a happy mouth. For the lion's mouth, we're going to draw a hook shape on one side and then again on the other side. We're going to draw two eyes for our lion. They're going to be pointy ovals, and in the middle, a circle so our lion can see properly. Lions have two ears. They are semicircle shape, so we're going to draw two on his head. Inside of these semicircles, we're going to draw another smaller one. Now it's time to start colouring. To colour in our lion, we can use brown, light brown, and beige colours. Oops, we almost forgot! Our lion's got whiskers, so we're going to draw an oval shape coming out of its heart-shaped nose all the way around, and then some dots and some whiskers. We know that adult lions have big bushy manes around their head. So all the way around our lion's head, we're going to draw a cloud shape like this. I've used a colour brown to draw my lion's mane. Now, if you look at a lion, you'll see that their mane is full of different colours of hair. So, I am going to divide my lion's mane up into sections like this. And then I'm going to colour each section a different colour. Now, if you want to draw a body for the lion, it's going to be very simple. We're going to draw a curved line going from halfway through the lion's mane all the way to the end of our paper. And now, we're going to make a vertical line from the lion's mane all the way down to the end of our paper, followed by a smaller line next to it and another one next to that. On the last line that we've drawn, we're going to continue and make a curved line all the way to the end of our paper like this. And then it's time for our lion's tail. We're going to draw a curved line coming up and at the end a pointy oval shape to finish off his tail. The last thing to do is to trace the lion to make sure he really pops. Then you can colour the background. I've used blue and green. And to finish off, you can write the word lion. Well done everybody, I'm sure your lions look great.
Hello guys, how are you? How is it going? Are you ready to dance one more time? Let's do it! hope you enjoyed as much as I did. And see you next time. Bye bye.
Y hasta aquí el capítulo de hoy. Se despide James Reporter. Nos vemos mañana. Cuídate.